in that tight end position as he remains there. Well, interesting to see how they utilize him. He's quite tall and an offensive threat for sure.
Happy to bring you this call tonight on Game Mic. Nico Horning, Aden Polley on this foggy Friday night here in November. Coleman lined up behind Nelson. Nelson going to hand it off to Coleman. Coleman goes out to the left. Great blocks by the O-line. Breaks the tackle. He's going out to the left sideline. Definitely a gain of a few yards. Had to work for it there, Aden.
Yeah, I mean, he broke 3-4 tackles, and 2 of them were behind the line of scrimmage. Really good play. Cut back to the left after exposed gap on the right side. Just smart football by Jonah.
So, folks, we're going to give you a bunch of fog updates throughout the game. We went from seeing the top of the Folsom press box to now not even seeing the players on the other sideline. It is that foggy tonight.
It's getting to a point where it definitely will affect the players as more than it affects us. Tipped pass there. Nearly picked off.
So Nelson with the shotgun snap there. And a tip pass, incomplete, 4th down for this Trojan offense. We'll see what they do here, currently remaining on the field.
Let's give Justin Eklund his credit there. I believe he was the one that tipped that pass.
So 7:36 on the clock. Lincoln on Folsom's 35-yard line, 4th down and 10. Coleman lined up behind Nelson. Looks like they're going to try and get some yards here. Nelson hands it off to Coleman, gets swallowed up immediately. And Folsom will take over on downs.
That's a great collapse. I did not see who made the tackle, but I would credit that to a whole team's tackle there. Every single person that was in on that one. I'm talking 6-7 bodies.
So each team unsuccessful on their first drives of the ball game. Folsom will take over, and they'll be on their own 35-yard line. 7:31 on the clock. Returning is Tremaine Arnaz, Flores Jr., and, of course, Walker Lyons. Aden, what do you want to see from this Folsom offense here?
I want to see them air the ball out tonight. I feel like it's going to be hard to cover, keeping track of all the flag. Oh, flag right there, quickly.
Looks like Folsom moved. Delay a game. So 1st and 15, going to back them up to their own 30. Once again, Lincoln in white, Folsom in dark gray. Their blue helmets, Lincoln silver helmets.
Once again, single high safety. It is Jonah out there for Lincoln, but I want to see them attack that single safety. Watch what side he plays and shadow that other side.
Tremaine, quick snap, incomplete. Intended target, Rico Flores Jr. So 2nd and 15 coming up. Quick pass there. Tremaine rolled out to the left and underthrew Flores.
Definitely some pressure there on the quarterback.
So here we go. Tremaine rolls out to his right. He's got a completed pass. That's number 1, Justin Arnaz with the reception, and he'll be just short of the 1st down mark. Remember that delay of game on the first play. So upcoming now is a 3rd down and 7. And they'll be on their own 40.
Keep an eye on this height difference again. Number 8 guarding, which is Dante Clark guarding Walker Lyons. Definitely something to look at here as they need 7 to get that 1st down.
6:45 left in this first quarter of action. Tremaine goes out left, overthrows Mason Norberg. Definitely a bad pass there. Tremaine a little shaky to start tonight, but hasn't been in game action for a month, Aden.
Yeah, you think it'd be the shoulder, but I really don't. That being a non-throwing shoulder injury, I think what's getting to him is it is his first game in about a month, and he'll just have to get used to it and see what he can do on the next drive.
Tremaine with a snap on this 4th down and 7. Folsom going for it. They're going to hand it off. And looks like they may have picked up the first. Yes, they did. Impressive rush by Tori Hendrick there. And Folsom is moving the chains. 6:32 on the clock.
You like to see him come out aggressive. This is a playoff game. Remember that. They want it out there.
Leave it all on the field. Winner go home tonight here in this second round of the CIF San Joaquin sections. We can't even see what play. I mean, we can't even see what happened.
Run out to the left. I can't tell you who. I can't tell you what. About a gain of 2.
This is quite the scene here. I'm going to have to tweet this one out too. We can see the lights. We cannot see the Folsom bleachers. We cannot see the Folsom players. And now we can barely see halfway across the field.
It's increasingly difficult with them on the left hash as well.
Tremaine, empty backfield. Over the middle, completed pass. Can't tell you who. Will be taken down around midfield. So Dante Parker with the tackle. Huge props to the PA announcer here at Folsom High School, helping us out tonight in the fog.
I don't even know how he sees. That's beyond me.
So we are now under the halfway mark in this first quarter. It's going to be a first down for Folsom. They have crossed midfield. So now in Lincoln territory, about the 48-yard line. Empty backfield once again. Tremaine takes a snap, looks out to the right. He's going over the middle. Walker Lyons intercepted by Lincoln. Number 21 taken down by Folsom at the 32-yard line. Jonathan Briggs with the interception.
Jamori Briggs. Walker just had his head turned the wrong way, and a good break on the ball there. Unfortunate. Didn't seem like a terrible pass, but it was a bit overthrown.
I did think Walker Lyons had a chance to grab that one and bring it down. I got the first name wrong. I can't even see the paper. It's that foggy here tonight. Yes, it is Jamarion Briggs. Coach Paul Doherty had some high praise for Briggs. The Fresno State commit cornerback. That is Jamarion Briggs.
Tyrone Delooney with the rush there to the left for about 6, I would say.
So the Lincoln fans and sideline definitely getting into it. 0-0 ball game here with 5 minutes on the clock. Second down and 10. Nelson, the quarterback. Coleman lined up behind him. They will hand it off to Coleman. Falls down immediately. Looked like a bit of a transfer issue between Nelson and Coleman. Might have been a loss of a yard there. It's going to bring us to third down.
Just a small miscommunication. I think Jonah expected him to turn to the left, and he turned to the right. And when Jonah came to the ball, he was just a bit too close to the quarterback, got tripped up. 3rd and 10.
Same formation here. Now Coleman actually rolls out to the right. Nelson, wide open field in front of him. He's going to keep the ball himself. And we'll see what they spot. It looks to be a first down. Yes, indeed. It is a first down for the white and red.
Good read there. Saw the Folsom safety come over towards the right, and right call cutting it back to the left side.
So here's the first down play. Nelson hands it off to Coleman. Coleman reading the line. He's going to take it up the middle. He'll be taken down, maybe a gain of 1.
Great blitz by the Folsom Folsom line, blown up by Josh Treeman, number 14, on the tackle. I mean, that's what you like to see from an aggressive line there, attacking those matches and filling those gaps quickly. Nowhere to go for Jonah.
3:33 and counting in this first quarter. Nelson fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right. He's got plenty of room if he accelerates. He's going to be shoved out of bounds. Tough hit, can't see who. And it's going to be a third down upcoming. I don't know how many he gained there, Aden.
I couldn't tell you. It looked like he had Jordan Boozer, sorry. Quite a name there, open on that right side, fading, but decided to take it for himself for a gain of 1. Good stretch play there for number.
I can't even tell the number.
Number
8?
I think
6? I think it's 6.
6 is
Deloney.
No,
and
Vasquez.
Oh.
Or, Vasquez. I want to point out the block by Jonah there. He was the leading blocker. Good play there.
Vasquez. Oh, that's number 5. Number 5. That was Deloney.
Okay, I'm mistaken.
Aden can buy me Chick-fil-A after this one. 2:27 in the first quarter. It's a 1st and 10 for Lincoln. Nelson is going to keep the ball. And he's going to be taken down, number 64 of Folsom, with the sack. That is Theo Gruley, or Teo.
Again, another instance of that offensive line being active and aggressive tonight.
So, Kenyon Nelson reminding me a little bit of a Mike Davis, but in a quarterback fashion. So we're now under 2 minutes, 2nd and 17 now. Lincoln still at midfield. Nelson has all day, and that one was thrown into the fog. Came down, I think, but incomplete. 3rd down and 17 coming up, 1:38 left on the clock.
Looked like he was targeting Josiah Hamilton. Josiah just turned left instead of right.
So it's going to be 3rd down and long for this Lincoln offense. Deloney still on the field, along with Coleman. They're getting the play from the sideline.
Again, it looks like there is no safety on this play, or no safety. That might be the fog messing with me, but oh yeah, just one safety. I want to see them look left here.
Nelson takes a snap. He's getting pressured. He rolls out to the right. Intercepted by Folsom. So that's number 22. Slade Wilson with the interception for the Bulldogs. Had to get confirmation from the PA announcer there. It's so foggy.
A great jump on the ball. I mean, he was in the air for a good second before getting his hands on that. Good, nice athletic play, and that's all instincts. Can't teach that.
So still a scoreless ball game here tonight. Folsom going to come back on the field for the 3rd time. Looking to get into Lincoln territory. They will be backed up on their own 20-yard line. And, oh my gosh, the fog just got worse. We're going to move down closer to game action. I heard the whistles, though. I guess the fog doesn't block the sound.
Yeah, I mean, we already saw a delay again. No encroachment there.
I'm going to take a minute and tweet this one out. Man, it is nuts here tonight. So,
looks like a big run down the left side.
I believe that was Hendrick. That was Torrey Hendrick down the left sideline. Very solid run there. Had to be about 40 yards.
No,
oh, I called it on the spot. In the fog, I called it on the spot. 40 yards exactly. So now Folsom is in Lincoln territory on the Trojans' 40-yard line. Arnaz in motion. Actually, I think that was Hendrick in motion.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Hendrick in motion. 9 yards on that end around. And it'll be, actually, they give him that 10th yard. It'll be a first down for Folsom. So Folsom's offense looking a little bit like it did early in the season.
You like to see how Folsom's winning these matchups in the trenches here. They've been gaining a lot of their ground offensively, running the ball and getting a lot of their stops attacking the quarterback.
So 1st and 10, a little over a minute left in this first quarter. Tremaine over the middle. Walker Lyons juggles it. I believe it was tipped by Coleman, unable to come up with a pass, incomplete.
Yeah, just off his hands there. The ball didn't look clean. Awkward rotation. I think it was tipped, too. But I like the target. He had the separation. It was just there a tad late coming off that cut.
So 2nd and 10. Folsom on Lincoln's 30. Arnaz goes in motion. They're going to throw it. Rico Flores Jr. with the reception, and it is a first down for Folsom. Now on Lincoln's 15-yard line, moving the chains once again. Clock is at 1:03 and counting.
The red zone is Walker's zone. They've gone to him plenty of times in this area within 20 yards, and I expect them to go here again.
So now under a minute. Last couple plays here for this first quarter. Scoreless ball game. Tremaine. Arnaz on the end around. He'll be shoved out of bounds around the 6-7 yard line. That'll stop the clock. It is a gain of 7. So Folsom now inside the 10. And they'll have a 2nd down and 3 from the 8-yard line.
It's going to be interesting to see what type of defense. It looks like they are stacking the box. Smart decision there, but I do worry about the one-on-one height difference again on the right side of the field. I mean, another 6-7 inches.
Tremaine with the snap, looks out to his right. Caught. Rico Flores Jr. taken down. Tristan Quintana with the tackle. Does gain 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. 22 seconds on the clock. That might have been it for the first quarter. We'll see if they get a snap off here. Highly unlikely. A couple important snaps coming up here within the 10-yard line. Folsom approaching the red zone. They will walk back to their sidelines, and that'll do it for the first quarter. So after one, it's a scoreless ball game, 0-0. And we're going to send it to a quick game break. We'll be back after this. Back here at Folsom High School, we're going to walk down to the opposite side of the field, the southern end zone.
I'd like to point out some of the other playoff games tonight. We have Sheldon, the 8 seed, v. Rockland, the 1 seed. Rockland been on a tear, an absolute tear through this league. I mean, they look unstoppable. And then also tonight we have St. Mary's versus Edison. Edison, the 4 seed. St. Mary's, the 6 seed. 2 big games tonight. We'll see if we can get word on how they are going and see if we can take a look at this playoff picture as this game goes along.
So St. Mary's, the 5 seed. Here we are at the other end of the field. Both teams coming back out. Folsom going to have a third down on the 9-yard line.
That's it.
So here we go on this foggy night at Prairie City Stadium. Lincoln sidelines chanting defense.
Giving a lot of room to walk.
Hendricks on Tremaine's left. They're going to hand it off to Hendrick. And that was actually not Hendrick. That was Quintana, the backup running back. Only a gain of 1.
On defense. Tristan Quintana, sorry, got the stop there.
Hey, my color commentator messing me up here.
I'm sorry. I thought I should be more clear. But yeah, number 3, Tristan Quintana on Lincoln's defense blew it up immediately and got the stop.
So big stop for Lincoln. Folsom going to settle for the field goal. It's going to be about a 30-yarder. And the kick is through the uprights. Not exactly down the middle, but within the left edge.
Tucked it in there. Jake Trayman. I mean, I can't ask much more from him tonight. He's been on both sides of the field. He's been consistent and a good kick there. Let's see if he could continue. See if he could. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
losing words here tonight, Aden Polley. Anyways, Folsom takes the first score of the game, 3-0. To begin things here in the second quarter, 11:16 on the clock. Folsom going to kick it away here in just a minute. Other games going on for the second round. Del Oro is at Jesuit tomorrow afternoon, a 1 o'clock start. Del Oro, the 7th seed, Jesuit, the 2nd seed. And then we get to Division II action. We got 9 Lodi at number 1, Central Catholic. 5th ranked Whitney at number 4, Antelope. Number 6, Elk Grove at number 3, Vacaville. And finally, number 2, Granite Bay at number 7, Monterey Trail.
Granite Bay looked really good this year. I mean, they are a D1 school, but they whooped Oak Ridge, if I remember correctly. And I believe they also,
They did. They beat Folsom for the last league game, 31-21 here at Prairie City Stadium. So very impressive stuff from the Grizzlies. And that'll be a touchback for Lincoln. They're going to have the ball on their own 20-yard line to start things.
Again, that game was without Tyler Tryman, the Folsom quarterback. But I'm interested to see how they fare this playoffs. And for me, they're my personal favorite to win that the D2 section.
I would have to agree with you. So Lincoln will have the ball on their own 20. Getting the call from their sideline. So been a very tight ball game so far. Both teams playing fairly equal, except Folsom had that pretty dominant drive.
Looking like a run to a right here. They have a stacked box and Jonah lined up in the backfield here.
So they're going to hand it off. Jonah Coleman out to the right edge. Very minimal contact, but he will run out and lose about 5 yards. I don't think that's 2nd and 10. He definitely lost quite a few yards there.
I mean, another fog update. I cannot see players on the other side of the field. We cannot see the Folsom bench at all as it continues to thicken tonight.
And the other problem is, thankfully, they're on the right hash mark right now, and we're on the right sidelines. But when they throw it out to that left side of the field, we can't even see who catches it. Anyways, Nelson rolls out to his right, extended the play. He's going to have number 14 with the reception. That is Damian Amaru. Jordan Boozer with the reception on that one. First down, Trojans.
Good pressure there by Caden BMU. Got to the quarterback there, made him roll out right, but a great play by number 10 for Lincoln to extend that and get to number 14.
Coleman will get the handoff, burst of speed, up to the right. He's going to go helmet to helmet with a Folsom defender. They're going to get into it. Little scuffle here. Damn, that was huge contact there by both teams.
It was Joseph Chavez there, number 21 for Folsom, I believe. but penalties flew immediately, and this will be.
Trying to get word from the head referee here.
It seems like they both dipped down and they're off. Okay, so
two penalties here. Holding by Lincoln the offense, and then
a pair of offsetting penalties. Both brought their head down, so they're offsetting those for the unnecessary roughness. Sorry, I'm a rookie. I'm trying to figure this out here. First game.
Aden Polley announcing. Had a very solid first quarter. Aden doing a great job tonight. They're going to hand it off to number 5 on the end around. I think that is Tyrone Deloney. Loss of 1. It's going to bring us to second down. So anyways, back to those couple of penalties. It was a holding on the offense, and it was a offsetting unnecessary roughness. I don't think so. I think it was almost a targeting penalty, but it wasn't targeting. I'm looking for another name. Anyways.
The referee did not consider it. I mean, audibly.
Nonetheless, here's Nelson on third down. No way Folsom just came up with that. Wow, they did. Interception, Folsom Bulldogs.
Number 68, Derek Gates with the tip there for Folsom as well. Tipped at the line of scrimmage.
So that was a third down. Nelson took the snap. It was tipped by a Folsom defensive lineman and a diving interception
by the Folsom DB.
By, I think it was Nelson. Whoever had the interception earlier for Folsom just had a second one tonight. So we'll get that name for you in a minute in this deep, dense fog tonight. But Folsom now with field position on midfield. They're going to throw it down to the right for a screen pass to Rico Flores, I believe. Yes, it is Rico Flores. Brings us a second down and 9.
Rico rocking a full head of hair makes it easy for us to see him. Nah, at least one thing's easy. You know where Rico is at all times. Again, I want to point out the use of single high safety. Jonah Coleman, who's also the running back, but single high safety. Let's see if they can, if Folsom can exploit that and turn the other way.
So Hendrick on Tremaine's left. Tremaine, quick pass out to the right sideline. Flores once again, 2 receptions in a row, and that'll be a first down. Gain of 15.
Rico's been really active. Makes me think if there's been an injury, or if that injury to the corner earlier brought out a backup, and if they're targeting him.
So 3-0 Folsom, just under the 9-minute mark here in this first half. And there's penalty flags on the field. I believe this one might be going against Lincoln. So encroachment, 5-yard penalty for Lincoln. It'll be first down and 5 for the Folsom offense. Now on Lincoln's 25-yard line, approaching the red zone.
We talked about discipline before, and that's the second encroachment. Let's see if they can clean it up.
Tremaine, they're going to go deep, I believe. Was he taken down? That is a sack on Tyler Tremaine, number 32 for Lincoln. Chris Combs with the sack.
Chris Combs showing up again. He's been dominant. I'd say the MVP on this Lincoln defense so far in this game.
So huge defensive stop there for Lincoln.
Seems to be a commotion. Maybe it looks like a mass substitution on the Folsom side. Bringing in number 8. Number 8, Caden Bienview again.
So Tremaine takes a snap. Quick in route by number 6 for Folsom. He's going downfield. McMillan, touchdown Bulldogs. Austin McMillan with a quick route. And, man, what a burst of speed there for the senior receiver.
Really a beautiful design pick play. Number 6 was on the outside, lined up, came in, had blocking on the inside, and just ran up the middle and just was faster. Beautifully ran play. I love to see it.
Impressive stuff there from Folsom. Looked like a little Julian Edelman style.
Yes, sir.
So Tremaine going to kick it for the point after, and it's good. That'll give Folsom a 10-0 advantage tonight on this foggy Friday.
Again, I want to give you another fog update. I can barely see the other upright. You know, I like it's literally I cannot see half the field. So we'll do our best to keep you guys updated here in this foggy Friday night.
I can hear the student section. I can't see them at all. I can't even make out how many students are here. I can't even make out how many Folsom fans are here. We are on the 10-yard line on the southeast corner of the field, and I can't see anything around me. I can't even see half of Lincoln's bleachers, and we are even on the Lincoln sideline. I can't even see the last Lincoln cheerleader. They're at the 50. Things are nuts here tonight in Folsom, California. We'll be back after this 15-second game break, 10-0 Folsom.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you...
I want to talk about, as we approach the kickoff here, the lack of, or the absence of playing time from number 22. Sorry. I'll get you that number, or that name. Timothy Thomas III.
So the kickoff was taken to the 10-yard line, brought it out to the 19, and Lincoln trying to get their offense going with Jonah Coleman. The Folsom defense has done a great job at stopping Coleman tonight.
The reason I bring up Timothy is because of what Doherty had to say about him. He's incredible. He's a long run and cover. Another Fresno State recruit.
So a handoff here for Folsom. That was Hendrick. Or excuse me, Jonah Coleman. I can't even tell who's on offense, Aden. This might be the hardest game I've ever announced in my young career here.
That was Teal Gruel on the stop for Folsom there. Good tackle, way to stuff up that middle. Again, I want to point out the trench work by Folsom, getting in offensively and defensively on that line has been really impressive, and I think that is the sole reason they are up 10-0 here.
So we are approaching the 7-minute mark in the second quarter, 10-0 Folsom. The McMillan touchdown after the Tremaine field goal. Coleman lined up on Hendrick's right. It's a 2nd down and 7. Hendrick's going to take the snap, going to look out left. He's got an intended receiver. It will be brought down, and it'll be a Lincoln first down. Thank you to the PA guy, Hamilton, with the reception on that one. Lincoln's going to move the chains.
Oh, I have this big. Comment here, number 32 for Lincoln is up and standing. That's good for him. He is the one who went down with injury earlier.
You're going to hear the Lincoln cheerleaders in the background as we go behind the Lincoln sidelines. And we're now under the 7-minute mark.
It's interesting. You can now feel the fog. I feel water like on my face. It's that ridiculous. I don't know how else to describe it. Like this is worse conditions than some NFL games go through. So it's good to see that they're playing through this, and it's really making for an exciting defensive battle here.
So I'm not exactly sure what happened on that play. Couldn't quite tell, but it's a 2nd down and 8 for Lincoln.
I believe it was another stuffed run by this defensive line from Folsom. Good work out there.
Nelson is going to step back. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to go deep. And a great defensive presence. That was number 8. Bienvenue for the Folsom Bulldogs.
That pass was just a bit underthrown there. The receiver had to come back, and you would have liked to see him run up towards that ball and jump up and get in front of it, but made the decision to wait, and it got blown up by by BMU.
Nelson with a throw on the run there. Came out of his hands better than I anticipated, to be honest with you, Aden, but definitely still a little bit underthrown. Couldn't get all of his feet under it. It's going to be a 3rd down and 8. Nelson takes the snap. Rolling out to his right once again. Now he's looking like Mike Davis. He's going to keep it himself. He breaks about 5 tackles. That's a Lincoln 1st down. Oh, boy.
I mean, when you say dragging a defender, you don't usually mean that. But here, he literally dragged that Folsom defender probably 10 yards, just dangling with his with defenders all around him. What a run here.
The biggest quarterback I've seen this year from any high school football team. And then he turned into a Mike Davis run there, breaking a few tackles and scoring.
Using his speed, he's going to tuck the ball in and run to the end zone. He makes the hurdle! Oh, my goodness. Oh, couldn't get into the end zone. There's a penalty flag on the field. He hurdled out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Holding offense. No call on the number currently, but the signal was made holding on the offensive side. That'll back him up once more. Replay second down, 2nd and 22 here, 2nd and goal.
This is one of the most impressive quarterbacks I have seen all year. Kenyon Nelson doing it all tonight. He can throw it, he can run it, he can hurdle. And with his size, he can play great defensive back. He's not a defensive back, but I'm just saying he could do it. Man, costly penalty for Lincoln, gonna back him way up. Still a 2nd down and goal, I believe. Yes, still.
Deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off the Epic iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro. I'm so glad we did this. So glad we did this. So glad we did this. Life is for living. Let's partner for all of it. So glad we did this. Edward Jones. Pepsi, everyone wins. To the greatest of all time, Buffalo Wild Wings. English food surgery for the explosion. All new Monday on Fox. Anytime. Snacks.com delivered more fresh snacks to the job. Delicious cashews, trail mix, dried fruits, sesame sticks. Okay, here's the plan. We leave from the upstream, shooting down the electric wires, cover the angry building, parachute out of the rose bushes, run past the lawnmower, walk into the kitchen, and remember to avoid that cat. Why are we just ordering from Nuts.com? But where's the danger in that? Nuts.com, irresistibly fresh, dangerously delicious. Free shipping with your first order.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you
act of confusing that line, and that's where this game has been decided on that line.
Tremaine, empty backfield, looks over to Folsom for the play call. 3rd down and 6. A stop here for Lincoln would be nice, Aden.
Yes, they've in past drive they struggled to stop the pass. They struggled to stop the run and got unlucky with a few deep balls down the middle.
Hendricks with the carry, and it is ruled a first down. Just got enough there for the running back, Torrey Hendrick.
I want to see some more activity from the linebackers, especially number 22 on Lincoln. He's been the best defensive player, and his name has not come up enough, in my opinion.
Tremaine, plenty of room all day. Completed pass, Rico Flores. And that looks to be enough for a first down right over the middle. Nice route by Rico. And a nice throw by Tremaine. Folsom moving the chains once again.
Let's make note of the single high safety and number
34, Maxie Parker, the running back that's in. They take the hand off to Maxie Parker. That's Arnaz with the reception out left. Taken down immediately by Lincoln.
That is Jamorian Briggs with the tackle and the suplex. It might be an unnecessary roughness call. There is a flag, but what a play. Credit where it's due.
The hype is real for Briggs. He hugged Arnaz and slammed him to the ground and said, "Good night." 2:52 left here in the first half of action. And that'll be an injury timeout. Can't tell exactly who's shaking up.
I'd say it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, it appears, for unnecessary roughness back in or advancing the ball here. Should be a first down, unless I'm mistaken. We'll get word soon.
Whatever's happening, the ball is going to be moved back for Folsom to the 32-yard line. Both teams huddle up on their respective sidelines.
So it appears the penalty was away from the tackle then if Folsom's being backed up here.
What? Folsom's getting backed up.
Is Sam listening?
So we're going to take a game break for an official timeout. Thanks for tuning in tonight on Game Mic.
Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, So gain that experience on Game Mic.
So we're back here at Prairie City Stadium. The winner of this one tonight between Folsom and Lincoln of Stockton will take on the winner of tomorrow's matinee game of Del Oro and Jesuit.
Still no word on the score of the Rockland game. Currently, we're working on that. Hopefully,
We'll get some scores for you at halftime. Here's Tremaine. Pressure. He's going to have to throw it into the ground towards a Folsom receiver. Throws it through McMillan, so there is no intentional grounding on the play. Third down, upcoming.
Pressure was brought in there by Nick Cooper, number 59 on Lincoln here. Just got through the line and
And we're back live here at Folsom High School. Sorry for that one. The app kind of glitched out on us, but we're back, and Aden's going to explain the breakdown of the last few plays. Folsom still with the ball, no scoring changes, 10-0, 2:32 left on the clock.
so you missed two plays. We'll get to it after this one as this one approaches.
So they're going to hand it off to Maxie Parker.
So about 3 plays ago, it was a jump ball in the air, tipped and brought down. And the next play was a stretch run to, I believe, number 32 again. Oh, no, I'm mistaken. 34, which is Mari Parker. And we actually had a big collision by 3 separate Lincoln High School defenders. And
While Aiden's figuring that collision out, Tremaine's going to go deep down the left sideline, way overthrows Rico Flores Jr., and it'll bring us to 2nd down and 10, approaching 2 minutes here to go in this first half of the ball game.
so that hit included Chris Combs, who went down earlier. He came back and takes another hit. He can't catch a break, but it's been he got up okay after this one. All 3 players did, and we continue here with 2:02 left in the first half.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Maxie Parker lined up on Tremaine's right. Maxie Parker going to get the carry. He breaks a couple tackles. Solid run there. From the 5'9" junior. It's going to bring us to 3rd down. Gain of 5 yards there, so it's a 3rd down and 5. Now under 2 minutes. Folsom in Lincoln territory. They're on Lincoln's 25. I beg your pardon, 35-yard line. Looking for a field goal here to end the half in.
I think they want more. They're down 10-0. It's a 2-possession game. Of course, they go for the field goal. Oh, wait. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I still think they're gonna go for the higher score on the touchdown.
So Tremaine took the snap there. It was a completed pass outright. Couldn't tell you who caught it. Numbers are so hard to make out tonight.
Give you another weather update. I was gonna say it's clearing up as I started to see the home field stands, but again another patch of fog has rolled in and made it so much harder to see.
So it looks like that pass was either incomplete or no gain on the play. But it will be a 4th down and 5 upcoming. Lincoln did call a timeout, their first of the half, and 1:08 left in the second quarter. So 2 timeouts remaining for each team. It looks like that previous pass was a gain of 4 yards. Now they do update the scoreboard, which I can also barely see.
4th and 1 here. What do you expect them to do with a minute left? They could turn to Jake Trayman for the kick, or do you think they'll go for it here, wanting more and trying to put this game away early?
I think they're going to go for it. You know, Folsom over the years, very aggressive powerhouse high school football team. They're going to do everything to win this ball game, and putting another 6-7 points on the board would be huge for this Bulldog offense as Tremaine returns on the blue turf.
Speaking of a powerhouse, about a month and a half ago, quite a few games ago, they had Tyrese Halliburton show up in that Folsom v. Oak Ridge game. It's not every day you see an NBA basketball player, especially one of his stature, come down to a high school football game.
Tyrese, what a man, super nice guy. Super lucky to meet him, interview him, take a picture with him. That was at the Folsom Oak Ridge game about a month and a half ago by now, I think. Man, time flies when you're having fun on Game Mike. Hands it off to Tori Endrick, and I believe they got the first. No, they're going to turn it over. Lincoln with beautiful defense there as the Folsom offense went for it, tried to get that first down, and they were unsuccessful. Lincoln will take over on downs at their own 30-yard line.
No, I don't hate the call there. I'm going for it. Just need the yard. Unfortunate not to get it, but now Lincoln needs to go the full 80 yards to score here with just a minute left. Lincoln, a team who has struggled through the air throughout this game.
So Lincoln now with a minute and 3 seconds left to roll down the field and try and score, or at least get in field goal position. That's not going to do it. They're going to hand it off to Coleman. Might have lost a yard there. And the clock will be stopped for whatever reason. I believe Coleman's helmet came off, if that is him. Anyways, he will come off the field, obviously. Clock is back running. 52 seconds and counting. No sense of urgency for either team here. And my guess is this one's going to end 10-0 after this first half of action. Nelson, he's going to do a little run and keep, makes a spin, gain of a couple yards, and 30 seconds left on the clock now, still running. 3rd down and yards to go. They're down in 8, 20 seconds.
Looks like they're just going to mail this one into halftime. And,
if you're Lincoln in a playoff game, if you lose, you're done. And from what we can hear on this Lincoln sideline, the fans are kind of pissed. They didn't go for at least a deep threat there.
Personally, I don't know that I hate the call. We've seen turnovers in this game, and I know that Folsom did have their timeout. If a turnover would have happened, they could put them in field goal range and put this game to a bit more than just a touchdown and field goal.
So to end this first half of action, Folsom 10, Lincoln 0. And we're going to have a little bit of halftime discussion here after
Lincoln fans urging their players to keep their heads up. They fought hard tonight. for sure, Aden.
Yes, and they've been, I think, playing really well offensively. They got down all the way, but just an unfortunate tipped pass and turnover. We'll see what happens here as they turn to the second half.
Things are getting heated here in the Lincoln sidelines. One of the parents yelling at the coach yelling at the parents to have some class. And you got to have some class here at these big ball games. It's playoff season here at Folsom High School. So it's halftime. We're going to send it to a couple-minute game break, and we'll be back with some Sacramento Kings talk. Uh-oh.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions. Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic. No experience needed, but it can be gained. What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions. Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7...
So we are back at Folsom High School. It's halftime. The Bulldogs currently leading 10-0. And the Folsom cheerleaders just had their performance. Guess what? I could hear the music, couldn't see them. What's new tonight? Anyways, I don't want to get into it, but Sacramento Kings talk. Oh boy. We blew a 20 or 21 point lead to the Oklahoma City Thunder and lost 105-103. I have no words. This team, so promising coming into the year, started off well, especially with a very difficult schedule, and had a promising first half tonight, scoring 39 points in the second quarter. And what do you expect? Nothing comes easy for the Sacramento Kings, said the G-Man on my way over here to the ballgame tonight.
Again, Tyrese, I believe, is dealing with an injury. He went 3 for 13, and the team is not the same without him. You know, he may not show up in the box score every day, but he is the heart and soul and the glue to this team, I've noticed throughout this year. And I hope he recovers and can get back to his normal self.
HB with 21 tonight. Buddy with 14 off the bench for 3-pointers. Fox with 16. Halliburton with a nice return. 8 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds on top of that. Rashawn Holmes, a solid double-double, 16 and 15. But on top of all of that, a fat L. Anyways, the Sacramento Kings fall to 5-8. The Thunder improve to 5-6. The next Kings game will be taking place on Monday in Detroit in the Motor City. And once again, another must-win for Sacramento. Let's shift gears here to other scores around the association. The Warriors are up 6 at halftime, defeating Chicago at home 51-45. The Lakers currently in a 1-point feast with the Timberwolves 31-30. Hornets beat the Knicks today by 8. Celtics and Bucks win in overtime. That game was on earlier, ESPN. Boston beating Giannis and the Bucks 122-113. And for the rest of your scores, you can go to ESPN.com or CBS Sports.
Let's shift gears to hockey. We have the 6-5 Sabres upsetting the Oilers. The Flyers upsetting the Hurricanes. The Maple Leafs defeating the Flames. The Capitals defeating the Blue Jackets. And the Blackhawks defeating the Coyotes tonight.
How about a little college football talk? My team, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the Boilermakers at home tomorrow. 12:30 start Pacific time on ABC. Looking forward to that one. Alabama at home against New Mexico State. Nothing much there. Penn State with a morning matchup against Michigan, or as an Ohio State fan would say, Ishigan, with a big red X. Baylor plays Oklahoma tomorrow, 13-8. Arizona plays Utah in a little Pac-12 matchup there. Let's see what else we got. Ole Miss takes on Texas A&M at 4 o'clock. And tomorrow night, a couple of good games. LSU and Arkansas, 4:30. Oklahoma State, TCU, 5 o'clock. And then the late games, Oregon, third-ranked Oregon, I should say, takes on Washington State at 7:30, as well as San Diego State and Nevada.
And we're just getting word from our outside source that that Rockland is winning their game 28-0 here at halftime.
Big update there. The dominant Thunder powerhouse with a 28-0 lead over 8th-ranked Sheldon. And I said a couple weeks ago, I believe Rockland is taking that Folsom powerhouse status.
Yeah, they've been dominant this year. It's just, you know, as we've seen with a lot of different leagues of teams, I believe that this year's kind of just the way it's run down and coming off of limited year. We've seen a lot of parity in multiple leagues, and it's just, I think it has to affect with last year and everything. You know, you see new rises and some bigger teams falling, and I've been more than excited, especially with our high school. Unfortunately, our team Oak Ridge struggled this year, but I'll be keeping an eye out next year for sure. And I couldn't be more excited to see some parity in these leagues.
Tomorrow night, our women's varsity volleyball team at Oak Ridge High School takes on Los Gatos at 6 o'clock. Hopefully you can tune into that one on NFHS Network. Luke Stewart, Reed McIntosh on the call for our TPSM sports broadcasting team.
And once again, I want to point out that basketball season's coming up, and be excited for that. I'll be on the PA along with Luke Stewart, I believe. And
Whoa. Just kidding.
I'm like, yeah.
Nico Horning on the PA for basketball season. Aden, Polley, and Luke Stewart on the call.
Oh, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. I said the wrong thing. Yeah.
Just messing with Aden, folks. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Trojan Pride 80 for all of your sports updates. Everything you need to know. Trojan Pride 80. Very happy to do some other sports streams so far this fall season. Golf, water polo, tennis, football, and volleyball, of course. The only one we're missing is cross country. They do have a meet here at Folsom tomorrow, Willow Hill Reservoir. But unfortunately, I'm thinking we're unable to stream that one. It might be a one-man crew. Don't know who else can make it. Anyways, tomorrow night, volleyball, looking forward to that one. Number 8 in the state of California is Oak Ridge. So we're going to get back to Folsom football talk here. And the junior Walker Lions announced his top 11 schools yesterday afternoon. Let's read that list to you. UCLA, Ole Miss, the Ohio State, USC, Stanford, Washington, Michigan, Alabama, Oregon, BYU, and Texas. Those are Lions' top 11 schools. Of course, Walker, the number 3 tight end in the country, according to ESPN and 247 Sports. 4-star recruit across the board. Also, Rivals slots Ryans as the number 61 player in the nation. ESPN has him at 106. The 6'5", 235-pound tight end, also viewed by some as a top 10 player in all of California. Of course, the junior tight end here at Folsom High School been fairly quiet tonight. Aden, talk about Walker Lions for a minute.
Well, he has been quiet tonight, but he is a top recruit at tight end. He could play any position on the offense or any skill position, running back, wide receiver, tight end. He's versatile. He plays defense on that outside linebacker. He's just been magnificent for this team, and with he narrowed it down to 11. Yes. 11 schools left. I'm sure there are a few schools just waiting for him to make that commit to get that call and getting ready for college football.
So with that, we are going to send it to a game break. On the scoreboard, it says 1:30 to go in this halftime. Both teams have yet to take the field. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Thanks for being with us here on this foggy Friday night at Folsom High School.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic. No experience needed, but it can be gained.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions. Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic, no experience needed, but it can be gained.
So we're back at Prairie City Stadium. Both teams making their way back out on the field. As my color analyst, Aden Polley, went to go grab some food, I'm going to take a little break myself and be ready for the second half of action. We're going to send it to another game break. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We're live here on Game Mic. 10-0 Folsom. Second half coming up shortly.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic, no experience needed, but it can be gained.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions. Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic, no experience needed, but it can be gained.
And we are back at this Folsom game. Nico is taking a quick break, so I'll be covering here. Folsom kicking off to Lincoln. You know, Folsom had a good first half, especially on the defensive line, and I think that's where they want to make their moves here, or continue to dominate here. As the kick is received by number 2, Jonah. Oh no, I'm mistaken. That was number 5. And Nico returns to do a scheduled play-by-play.
I'm laughing here, folks, because Aden Polley just went and bought a 3-foot bag of popcorn. Got to have fun while you're on Game Mike announcing a playoff football game.
My man's, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since this morning.
Oh boy, here we go. Second half action underway. Lincoln with the ball. They're going to fake the handoff to Coleman. Nelson's going to keep it. He's going to pitch it to Latoni, I believe is how you pronounce it. Deloney. So all that for a gain of 2 yards.
Tackle there by Justin Eklund. Good reaction. I mean, everyone had their heads down, thought the play was over, and he was the only one with his head up to make that tackle. I think if he had missed that tackle, that's a touchdown.
So I'm going to take a quick picture of Aden here with this popcorn. Here we go. Coleman with the carry. And that'll be a gain of around 3 to 4 yards. Brings us to second down and a few to go. Lincoln with a couple of running plays coming out of the half. They're on their own 27-yard line. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Jonah's been pretty active, but he hasn't really had that breakaway run that we're used to seeing from him. Let's see if he can get some separation space. I like that they're running the football here.
So here we go. Nelson claps his hands, wants the ball, gets the snap, hands it off to Coleman. Coleman goes to the left around the O-line. Gain of a few, enough for a first down, and the Trojans are moving the chains.
Diallo there, number 16, holds a really good edge. Just wasn't quick enough to make the tackle in the backfield. But I can't stress enough the importance of holding that edge with a mobile quarterback like we have here tonight.
Nelson rolls out to the left. He's going to keep it and tuck it. He's going to step out of bounds for a sack so he doesn't get blown up. That's loss of 3 yards. Brings us a second down.
Again, Diallo Washington with the heavy pressure coming off that left side, pushing him right out of bounds.
So officials are stopping the clock here for something. I think it's because he went out of bounds, but that was a pretty late stop. Anyways, 9:55 to go in the third. Nelson, he's going to split a defender and go right. He's going to keep the ball. He's going on the right sideline, up, shoved out of bounds, way over there in the fog, looking like ghosts. And we'll see if that's enough for a first. And looks like they are moving the chains. So Lincoln coming out with a burst of speed here to start this second half.
What a block by Jonah. Quarterback faced immediate heavy pressure, and Jonah, the running back, mind you, pushes him right out of the way, clearing a wide hole on the right side of the field for the quarterback to run up and get that first down.
So here we go. Nelson again. Hands it off to Coleman. Coleman once again to the left side of the field. He bursts his speed. He accelerates. He cuts back to the middle of the field. Jonah Coleman. He's going to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Oh, boy. The Arizona commit, Jonah Coleman, goes into the end zone, accelerates, and that is how this scoring gets started for the Lincoln Trojans. It's 10-6 here at Folsom High School. We have got a ball game. Garibay will be on the point after attempt after that dominant run by Jonah Coleman. Oh, boy.
There's the burst I was talking about that we were missing. He had been good, but he just hadn't gotten enough separation. And with a good block by number 7 on the left side, cleared up the middle, and you aren't catching him when he's in open space. No, thank you.
Jonah Coleman's got 3 speeds, here, there, and gone. He's got the power to run to infinity and beyond. Oh, boy, Jonah Coleman, impressive stuff tonight. 10-7 Folsom. What a drive there from Lincoln. Just what they needed. Their fans are back in it. And the atmosphere getting a little louder here, Aden.
Change the way you think about weather. Welcome to a new world that will blow your mind. America's Weather Team is on the new Fox Weather app. You will know at foxweather.com.
Isn't she still awake?
Come on.
Stephanie?
Yeah.
Don't PTA meetings end at 9?
Oh, got lost.
Wait, what'd you guys talk about?
Max.
Fine, you can drive to practice this weekend.
What?
I knew I would want you guys.
The Lexus is built for modern families.
Today, the sleigh is not ready. Stay on your way. I'm not enough toys to fulfill many wishes. Must be carried across all roads and all bridges. And when everyone's smiling and having fun, I can turn my flame off because my job here is done.
It's not magic that leads her.
And we are back. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties with some multi mic overlay. We are back here now. Excited. A good kickoff return by
Rico Flores.
Rico Flores there.
After that dominant, what was that, 60-yard run by Jonah Coleman. 10-7 Folsom. Tremaine with the ball at the 42-yard line. Hands it off to Hendrick. He's going to have a first down and a lot more down the right sideline. Great run there by the Bulldog offense.
Unfortunately, our player notes are kind of tattered. We left them on the ground and they're kind of wet. So it's going to be a lot harder for us to get these names, but we'll keep trying for you. Down to the 40-yard line already. Folsom making some moves, and I think after this cold weather and a half, this defense starting to slow down as their body temp starts to cool.
So Tremaine with his screen pass out left. Can't tell you who caught it. Let's listen for the PA. As you just heard, Arnaz with the reception on that one. Another first down for Folsom, approaching Lincoln's red zone territory.
You know, they've gone to that screen pass a few times, and I'd say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's see them go the same play to the other side. They have the space here.
Tremaine takes a snap, hands it off. Hendrick taken down, big stop there by Lincoln.
Hendrick on the carry, picks up 5, and second 5 for Bulldogs.
5-yard carry there. Good, safe play call. But I want to see them open them up, especially with the use of Walker Lyons. We haven't seen him too much in this game. They've done a good job of limiting his action. Now I want to see them targeting him a bit more because of how explosive that man is.
And it'll be an injury timeout. Lincoln man down on the field. And we're going to send it to a quick game break for this injury timeout.
Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic. No experience needed, but it can be gained.
We're back at Folsom after the injury timeout. Flores in motion. Tremaine takes a snap. He's going over to the right. Oh, what a grab! Oh, my goodness.
What a catch from Austin McMillan.
McMillan with his second touchdown of the ball game. Perfect placement by the quarterback, Tremaine McMillan, able to grab it with two hands and come down successfully with the ball. Wow.
Absolute moss there. I mean, that must just be embarrassing going up against, actually, I'm not going to say that name.
What a touchdown grab there. Austin McMillan, his second of the ball game. 16-7. Folsom with the advantage. Tremaine's brother Jake with the extra point attempt, and that one is good. 17-7. We have got a 10-point ball game here in Northern California. 8:40 left in the third quarter, and Folsom will kick it off in just a couple of minutes. When you don't have your own marching band, you play it over the PA.
I guess so. I do want to say, though, that puts this game at a 10-point game again. 2 possessions. That's big because that makes us come back oh so much harder than it was before.
Nico Horning and Aden Polley here on this game mic for you. Aden busy eating his popcorn and announcing at the same time. Not sure how that one's going to work. But Tremaine will kick it away for Folsom. Coleman back to receive. And man, if that last drive by Lincoln is anything to what's to come for, we've got an exciting ball game coming up. So that kick actually went out of bounds, and Lincoln will have good field position to start this drive. Should bring it out to the 35, I believe, Aden?
I believe that is where they're spotting it. Yeah. 35-yard line. 10-yard penalty there. What are you looking for on this drive for Lincoln here?
Got to stick to your guy, Jonah Coleman. And possibly, this Folsom defense could fall asleep at any moment. Maybe a deep threat over the middle of the field.
It's always a threat, especially in cold weather. You sit back, wait for a play, maybe not active in a few plays, and then the next play,
So guess who gets the ball? It's Jonah Coleman with the handoff. He went to the right, saw a bunch of Folsom defenders, reversed back, went to the left side, and tripped on his own power. So that will be a loss of a couple of yards for Jonah Coleman. Brings us to second down.
As I was saying, that cold weather can slow you down and catch you sleeping real easy. So let's see what they do here.
Nelson with the screen pass out left to Latoni. Did I get that name down finally?
I think it's who was it?
Dayloney. Dayloney with the reception. Nothing there. Third down and long for Lincoln.
Big hit there by Greco Carrillo to bring down the tackle.
So here we go. Coleman lined up on Nelson's left. Nelson's going to take the snap. He's going to do a little back pedal. He's going to throw it over the middle. Intended target number 7 of Lincoln. And it'll fall incomplete on the blue turf. That was Josiah Hamilton, the intended receiver.
Jake Gruhl with his third pressure I've seen today. He's been all over the place, tipping balls at the line of scrimmage and really getting after this Lincoln quarterback here. 4th and 8.
So with all of that said, Lincoln will be in punt formation. 7:37 here to go in this third quarter. A low snap. That one is tipped by Folsom. Still able to get it out 20, 30 yards or so. but not what you want there if you're Lincoln of Stockton.
I could not see for sure, especially because this fog, but I believe that pressure coming in after low samples, Caden BMVU is he's been active here. Don't you agree?
Yes. Definitely Aden. As the Folsom student section playing Christmas music, and my number one rule is can't have Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
Couldn't agree more.
Anyways, low snap on that punt. Punt was tipped, still able to get it out 20, 30 yards. But it brings great field position for the Folsom Bulldogs. Now at midfield already.
Oh.
And that one taken down. Okay, so it was a low snap. Taken down immediately. And a loss of 7 for Tremaine in the offense. 2nd and 17 on the way.
I would be careful over top here. Just a single high safety. This Josiah has been real good, especially at that safety position. But single high shading to the left side heavy. I would say look to that right side here. Deep ball.
Tremaine. Quick pass to the left side. Intercepted by Lincoln. I can't see the number. He's running in the fog. He's running to Ghostland. And that is a pick 6 for the Trojans. Oh my goodness. Things can change just like that in the fog. And barring a penalty, that one is going to be a Lincoln touchdown.
Unfortunately, we did not see who caught that ball.
I couldn't see who caught it. I couldn't even see him running into the end zone. What a wild scene here, and Folsom now only up by 4, possibly 3 if this extra point is good. What a huge moment for Lincoln.
That could be a real turning point in this momentum. After the previous touchdown, Folsom been quiet, and their touchdown didn't really raise them. And this away crowd has shown up tonight. I will give them credit there. They've been active on every single play, and I feel a change in the momentum start here.
The kick is up, and I can't tell.
It's good.
It's good. Could barely make that one out. Lincoln down by 3, 6:30 to go in the third quarter. We have got ourselves a ball game. So, Aiden, it looked to me that one was a slant route and just great instincts by Lincoln. I couldn't tell who made the interception once again, but great stuff there from the Trojan defense.
Yeah, it looked like a kind of half pick, half slant to that left side. Unfortunate for it to get tipped, and just came down Lincoln ball. And when you're that close, one thing that is dangerous is if there is a turnover that close to the line of scrimmage, it's wide open, and no one's catching him down there. Brings this game to a 3-point game, and I look forward to see who wins this. I mean, this game's been wild all over the place.
Great stuff here tonight. Lincoln will kick it off here in a few seconds. Approaching the halfway mark here in the third quarter. We had the 2 McMillan touchdowns, a Tremaine field goal, a Coleman touchdown moments ago, backed up by a pick 6 here for Lincoln. And all of that brings us to a 17-14 ball game.
Lincoln really coming alive here. And I just seen something I haven't seen since 2008. Was that a spread? Or, I mean, no, a bunch formation on the kickoff? It appears so.
And what did you see in 2014?
A bunch formation in the kickoff, or just different kickoffs. Ever since the new rule change where kickoffs have to be on a certain set in the line of scrimmage, it's just you don't see that every day. And bring it to high school football. There's bring it back, yo.
Speaking of bringing it back, the student section bringing it back to a little Snoop Dogg. So Folsom will now have the ball at their own, looks to be 15, 20-yard line. And an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as Aden and I make our way down to that side of the field. The fog is thicker than ever here right now. I cannot make out the other players on the sideline, and I can't even see halfway across the field.
You know, I want to see Folsom here come out a bit more aggressive. I feel like they've gotten a bit too comfortable with where they're at. I want to see them stretch this field vertically. Lincoln, who's also boxed up around everyone watching this game. Another drop there from Walker Lyons. He has just not had it. I couldn't tell if he got his hands on the ball or not, but he is having a tough game on some smothering defense. Definitely a focus on the defense here.
Well, if Oak Ridge was here, they would be all over the tight end Lions. Brings us to a 3rd down and 10. Folsom backed up deep in their own territory. This sideline is now electric. Tremaine. Almost intercepted. Incomplete. Nonetheless, 4th down and long. Number 6, Ezreal Vasquez, unable to come up with that one. But a huge defensive stop by the Trojans. This game has turned.
The momentum's completely switched. I haven't heard a single word from the Folsom sideline. We are on the away sideline, but that crowd was going crazy earlier, and it's been dead quiet. This momentum's fully switched as the punt takes off.
So it's going to be a punt down the left side of the field. About a 40, 50-yard punt. Took a Folsom bounce. Nonetheless, though, Lincoln will have decent field position at their own 35, 40-yard line. The Trojans down by 3. And Nelson and Coleman and the rest of the offense return to the field, looking to find the end zone once again.
As we make our way down the field here, they have the ball around the 40-yard line. And I would say take advantage of this momentum, keep this grind going, and expose the flaws that's been exposed on this Folsom team is that secondary, not being able to keep up with the athletes on this Trojan side here.
So here we go. Coleman slotted behind Nelson. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a second tackle. Breaks a third tackle. Jonah Coleman, all that for a gain of a couple of yards.
Hey, it may have been a couple of yards, but that was one of the meanest stiff arms I've seen in a long time.
So that will be coming back. It's going to be holding against the Trojans. And, man, football, it's a game of inches. You got to fight for every yard, and Jonah Coleman did that right there. Unfortunately, that one's going to be erased.
It's always tough when you get a break like that. But you can't put your head down on it. You just gotta make the right decisions going forward, and hope you can have a disciplined team behind you and move this football downfield.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 20. Vasquez in motion. The tiny receiver swallowed up at the 35-yard line. And that is a gain of 3, so it'll bring us to 2nd down and 17. Under the 6-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter.
Temperature's really starting to drop here. I'm feeling it. Just a bit of uncomfortability starting to set in between these players and definitely us as viewers. But we're going to hear and we're going to ride this game out. This has been really entertaining as quarterback's taken down, but flags everywhere.
So Nelson had a few seconds to spare there. Stayed in the pocket, though. was sacked. However, there are penalty flags on the play. Let's see which way this one goes.
For now, the sack was number 54, Christian Newberry-Jones for Folsom.
Another holding penalty on the Trojans. Folsom declined that one. They'll take a loss of a down. So it's going to be third down and extra long, 17 yards to go. Under 5 minutes. Lincoln at their own 30-yard line.
Jonah lined up in the backfield here. We'll see if he can create some space after the play.
Coleman gets the handoff. He's tripped up at the 32. And here comes the punting unit for Lincoln. Huge defense there for the Bulldogs, coming up clutch, sticking to their roots.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, this game's been won in the trenches. I mean, so far, Folsom still has a lead because of that win. They've been dominant on the defensive side, or offensive line and defensive line side of the field. 3 stuffed runs in that drive alone. Well-designed play calling from Folsom's defense.
So Lincoln will punt it away here as we approach the 9 o'clock hour.
It appeared to be a fake punt, some kind of random motion, but encroachment on the defense. Probably, in my opinion, a smart call. The defense who's not ready for a fake play, just take the penalty. I mean, this is still 4th and 12. They're still going to punt it. Motion once again.
There's a good snap and a booming kick. That was a very solid kick. And it'll be down, way down in Folsom territory. Very solid 50-yard kick maybe for Lincoln.
Oh, especially. He's been kicking them real well ever since his first one. And I got to say, even with the pressure coming in, he was able to get off cleanly and have the focus to get off as well.
So Folsom now gets the ball back, up by 3. So Hendrick with the carry for the Bulldogs. And a promising first run there, gain of 15 for a first down. And that will be holding against Folsom, so that one's coming back.
I'm done. This is my grades.
So 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And after that penalty, it'll back Folsom up to a 1st and 20, I believe.
Yep. Giving a lot of space from the outside. They go to the left side.
They go to Hendrick once again. I believe that's Hendrick. I can't see the number. Yes, it is Hendrick. Man, Lincoln says, we'll take the penalty, but Folsom says, we'll just run 3 more yards than we did the previous play. It's a gain of 18.
What a run there. Stretched on the outside. I had my focus pulled away by the space, but he caught that edge and just seemed to have a step on everyone else until he was forced out of bounds.
1st and 10 for Folsom.
Single high safety shading towards, it's a run. Holds a stiff arm there and brought down by number 9 and number 3. That is Tristan Quintana and Jamal Johnson.
Maxie Parker there with the carry for the Bulldogs. Gain of 1 yard. 2nd down and 9 upcoming.
see your face.
Folsom on their own 40-yard line. Dark gray unis for them tonight. Lincoln rolling out the white. And a screen pass out left. Can't see who caught it, but it's a first down and more for Folsom. Number 7 for Folsom.
Yeah.
Tyler Tremaine, the quarterback, getting a little reception there.
No. Justin Armagh is number 1. I'm sorry. It was Justin
Are we sure?
Armagh. Yes, he's right there.
All right. Things are getting difficult here. So Arnaz with the reception. Tremaine hands it off to Hendrick, and he's wrapped up immediately. Loss of a few yards. It's second down.
Brought down in the backfield by Ivan Hernandez. That's the first time we've said his name today. But broke through that line and quickly brought him down.
So 2nd and 11 for Folsom.
I want to see them go deep there. I really want to see them target Lyons. He has not done really much. He's been targeted a few times, but nothing really come down. I think we're just waiting for that breakaway play from him here.
They're on Lincoln's 40-yard line. They're going to pitch it to Hendrick. And he's wrapped up pretty quickly on the outside edge.
Should be about a 2-yard gain for a 3rd and 9. No, I'm sorry, just a 1-yard gain for 3rd and 10.
So this brings us to a 3rd down and 10. A little over a minute left in quarter 3.
You know what I see here? I see a designed pick outside. They got trips inside on that right side. I'm going to see screen. Oh, motion to the left.
Tremaine, they're going to hand it off to Hendrick once again. He's got plenty of room up ahead. He's going to stay on his feet, taken down at the 10-yard line, perpendicular from us, and that is a Bulldog first down.
What a run there. I mean, I'm no Tony Romo. I'm not calling these plays out like I thought I would, but what a run there. Just got space, good blocking on the outside, especially from the receivers out there. I believe that was Rico Flores with the block and just drove a lane for him to the outside space.
So here we go. Folsom inside the red zone. Hendrick with the carry. Powers his way through the middle of the defense. Gain of about 3 yards there, I believe, Aden.
Yeah, I'd agree. About 3.
Gain of 2 officially. We're now under 40 seconds in the 3rd quarter of action. It's going to be a 2nd down and 8. Folsom on Lincoln's 8-yard line. Looking to score once again.
Mismatched bottom side here. Just height difference as they run it.
Hendrick up the middle. Darts out to the left. Solid run. Brings them even closer. They're now within the 3-yard line. And Folsom will end the 3rd quarter with a 17-14 lead. And when we come back, Folsom will have the ball at the 1.5 or 2-yard line, trying to find the end zone. We're going to switch sides of the field. We'll be back in just a moment.
And knocking on the dog pound here. Let's take a...
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions. Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
We are live, and Folsom runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That was Tour Hendrick there, number 4, running in straight up the middle, powering through everybody, diving into the end zone for points. That puts this game up 23-14, maybe 24 if this extra point goes in. What do you say? 10-point lead with 12 minutes left.
Seems to be a reoccurrence here, you know. Lincoln finds the end zone. Folsom responds. We'll see how that keeps up here as Tremaine attempts the point after. And that one is good. 24-14, back to a 10-point ball game. And that is how this fourth quarter gets started. We're going to send this one to a quick game break.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic. No experience needed, but it can be gained.
And we're back at Prairie City Stadium. 10-point ball game as Folsom will kick it away in the direction of Jonah Coleman.
You got 2 options here to receive this kick. One of them is where'd it go? Jonah Coleman or Tyrone Deloney. They seem to be the 2 main guys, so the 2 running backs of the team. And as Tyrone lets it bounce to the end zone.
It'll be a touchback for Lincoln.
All right, as we start this, start this fourth quarter, I have one question for you. What are the keys to the game for each side going forward?
Wow, you're asking the play-by-play guy.
Hey, you haven't asked me nothing, so answer the question.
You know, if you're Lincoln, you got to keep feeding the ball to Jonah Coleman, and I want to see a little bit of deep threats here for Lincoln as they do hand it off to Coleman, gain of a couple yards. So I would say number 1, Coleman. Number 2, get some deep passes going. Take your chances. You're down 10 in the fourth against a Folsom powerhouse. Now for Folsom, keep doing what you're doing. Tremaine taking charge. Find your receivers and stay true to yourself. Their defense has been pretty legit tonight, despite that 60-yard Coleman breakaway. And Coleman gets the ball again. Taken down at the 25. Gets a gain of 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 upcoming for this Lincoln offense.
We're going to update you on the score. We haven't said it yet. Again, it is a 10-point lead for your Folsom Bulldogs, 24-14. No, you talked about your keys to the game. If I'm Lincoln, I'm gonna say get Jonah some space. Not just feed him, but feed him in some space. I mean, there's really him and the. Unless we got penalties here. Him and the Deloney. There we go.
Oh boy, we love Deloney.
Jonah and Deloney are their best guys with the ball in their hands. Get them the ball with some space and let them work. I mean, broken tackles and making guys miss, it's what they do. And as far as the defensive side of the ball, just get some hype, get the music going in the stands, get the stands happy, and bring some excitement to this defense. That way they feel motivated to play a bit more tightly and battle this cold weather here.
So both teams huddling up. 2nd down and 5 upcoming. Or 3rd down and 5, I should say. And we're going to take a quick game break.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
And we're back from that 15-second game break. Nico and Aden here with you on this Lincoln sideline. Trojans have the ball at their own 25. It's a 3rd down and 5. Fumble on the play. Coleman recovered by Folsom. Oh,
Recovered by number 21, Joseph Chavez. I did not see who knocked it out, but 21 recovers it. That's a difficult break. You know Jonah's not happy about that one there. Jonah signals a low blow to the knees there. So tough break. They're within field goal range, and this could really open up the game and put it away here with 10:34 left in the 4th quarter.
just tragic for Lincoln right there as Coleman coughs it up. And Folsom able to jump on it. And now they'll have excellent field position at Lincoln's 30-yard line. Here's Tremaine, pitches it to Flores. Flores going to the right sideline, taken down at the 16-yard line, and that is well over a 1st down for the Bulldog offense.
Both Tyrone Deloney on the tackle, both Tyrone and Jonah are making plays on both sides of the field, but a nice gain of, I think, about 7 or 8 there. Oh, no, I'm sorry, more than 10. I'm mistaken. And Bulldogs knocking on the dog pound again here.
Tremaine, high snap, able to come up with it, hands it off. Hendrick down the right sideline. Hendrick leaps into the end zone for... just short of a touchdown.
Looks like he lost the ball going into his jump. We're going to see. Spot that ball. Just a reminder, if you aren't aware, any fumble lost in the end zone is a turnover. Touchdown!
After 30 seconds of discussion, the referees rule that one a touchdown and a beautiful, beautiful run from the running back, Hendrick.
Yeah, what a run. Again, they've ran the same play a few times where they just get open space. And like I said, that open space with some good runners can really kill. And now this game's probably over with a 30-14 lead over Lincoln.
Point after is good for Tremaine, and that'll give Folsom the 31-14 advantage. We are going to send it to a game break. We'll be back after that Hendrick touchdown.
Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic. No experience needed, but it can be gained.
Oh.
And we are back at Folsom High School, 31-14 Bulldogs. That'll be a touchback. Lincoln will start their drive at the 20 as I reached and bent down to grab a roster that escaped my hand.
And this fog, as it rolls in even harder than before, I can feel it on my face. It might not even be fog. I missed at this point. I mean, I can't see to the other side of the field. I know how that feels, being down and cold. It's awfully demoralizing here for Lincoln as they take possession here.
Hendrick has all day. He's going down the right sideline, well underthrows the intended receiver.
Kenyon Nelson for Lincoln Trojan on the far side.
Oh, wait, no. No! You have my paper.
So it'll bring us to 2nd down and 10 as this game is getting away from Lincoln. Oh, Jordan Boozer, the intended receiver there. Nelson hands it off to Coleman. Coleman getting past the Folsom defense on the right side of the field for a first down.
Cold weather really showing for this defense. They've been just a bit slow, just a step slow on each play as Jonah takes a large gain of about 30, 35 yards here. Ball's on around the 50-yard line.
Still a ball game here, but you have to score on this drive if you're Lincoln.
With only 9:35 left, I mean, this game is 3 possessions at this point. You need to score within the next 2 minutes. As flags come in here, end around, he was running out of bounds, and it appears that number 9, which is DJ Brown, made a hit to him to the runner going out of bounds.
So that one will be going against Folsom for, I'm going to guess, a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah. We weren't able to see much of it as we were stuck behind some people, but it's not something you can do there, especially late game. You know, you want to put an emphasis into this win, but you have to be disciplined and ride it out to the end.
Nelson, screen pass, dropped. I shouldn't say dropped, but tipped by Coleman, incomplete.
Just a bit overthrown there. Coleman isn't the biggest guy, but he's definitely explosive. Right idea, just need a little bit better execution.
So a weather update for you. It is 55 degrees and extra foggy with the side of fog. And maybe an extra side of mist.
Seriously, I'm feeling the moisture on my face here as the Lincoln offense takes over.
Nelson, screen pass, Coleman, carried by 5 Folsom defenders for a loss of a couple of yards.
Quick correction, that was Deloney there. But still, regardless, blown up. I still like the idea. It's just need an execution, maybe a chip block from that inside wide receiver, a trips or something.
So 8:40 to go here in the fourth quarter, 31-14, Folsom on top. It's going to be a 3rd down and 15 here for Lincoln. Must score possession. Nelson, he's got all day once again. Almost intercepted by Folsom. Drops incomplete. Intended target is Deloney.
Caden BMVU with the knockdown there. He's been all over the place all game, and that really is a major play to keep them short and bring up 4th and 15 here. Once again, Folsom crowd really getting into this game now that they have a comfortable lead.
Nelson, 4th and 15, all or nothing. Rolls out to his left. He's going to have to run it. Oh, he jukes a defender, but he's taken down.
Brought down, turnover of possessions. Yes, he is short there. Turnover of possessions, and that will be Folsom ball with 8:12 left in this game. But you call it over yet?
It's not over until it hits 0-0.
It's always the right answer there. We've seen crazier.
So Folsom will take over on downs.
yard line. We are going to bring in our Trojan Pride Sports Marketing President and cross-country star, Luke Stewart. That's right, the man himself, Luke, here with us tonight on Game Mike. We're going to bring him in right now. And Luke, it's nice to have you tonight. How's your night going, bud?
Going well, preparing for the cross-country race tomorrow. It's actually a few hundred feet from where you're standing tomorrow morning, so I'm excited for it.
Luke's got a big race tomorrow, everyone, cross-country here at Willow Hill. And Luke, how have you guys been preparing for that one this week in practice, and what do you expect for tomorrow's race?
So yesterday being Veterans Day, we actually went out there and walked the course to prepare for it. We'll see how we do. Our girls team is really good. They're ranked 3rd in the state right now. The Folsom team is very good as well. I'm sure that Ethan Smith, one of their front runners, is going to serve them well tomorrow. So it's going to be an exciting section race.
What a great run there from number 34. That is Oliver Murray Parker. And I walk into the game, ran the course. It seems nice and well designed. But one thing I want to ask as someone who does not run cross country is width an issue? Because this course seemed pretty thin.
Well, what was the question?
When running a race, is width of a track ever an issue? Does it ever get clogged or crowded?
It does, yes, definitely. Those are what we call choking points. Some places in the course it can get quite busy, so you just kind of have to hold your ground in those times.
So Luke is also president of the largest student-run club on campus, that is Trojan Pride Sports Marketing, known as TPSM. So Luke, can you talk a little bit about the overview of the club and how you can join? We got 10 different teams for you folks.
Yep, so there's 10 different teams under the club, website, graphic design, sports broadcasting that we're all a part of right here. There's social media, videography, photography, all sorts of different clubs. You can find out how to join at ortpsm.com, and that's if you're an Oak Ridge student. If you're not an Oak Ridge student, you can follow us online at Trojan Pride 80 on all platforms. But it's fun to see the members branching out and doing what they love, even at a game that Oak Ridge isn't participating in.
Love to see it. Thank you, Luke, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Let's have Luke talk really quickly about the upcoming volleyball stream tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I'm preparing right now for it. The Oak Ridge Trojans are taking on the Los Gatos Wildcats tomorrow. There's 8 volleyball teams left in the CIF Division I bracket, so there's going to be a big game in the Trojan Arena tomorrow night.
Can't wait for that one. Thank you, Luke, for coming in. And it's still 31-14 Folsom. Tremaine over the middle, incomplete, intended target, Mr. Lyons.
Stay tuned. We're going to attempt to get an interview later today with a Folsom player. No, it's been a pretty good win, pretty dominant since the second half, and we just want to see how the players feel and the fans feel. So stay tuned for that after the game.
Polley, a recent member of the sports broadcasting team. He is forces with our broadcasting team this year and looking forward to doing some basketball announcing here in the next month or so.
Oh, yeah, super excited. Basketball's the sport I know best, and I hope I'll be able to bring some interesting insight to the game of basketball and how I feel offense and defense should run. So I'm looking forward to that. Got media day coming up, and I can't wait.
Basketball will be fun this season, both men and women's. We had an exciting golf stream a month or two ago. We have done water polo, tennis, volleyball, of course, and every football game. That is our TPSM sports broadcasting team.
And as we bring it back, we have a trick play. I don't know who threw that. It was a Philly special type play, a little pitch to the running back, and then a deep throw to number 14. That is Damian Armo, Jordan Boozer. What a name, man. As we bring you back to this game, we had a Folsom punt, and Lincoln's backed up in their own half. I hope they're just keeping spirits high and hoping that this game's not over with 6 minutes left. I mean, 6 minutes is a lot of time. We've seen just in this game, both sides drive down the field in under 2 minutes and score. So, you want to keep a level head throughout this because there is a lot of time left.
Things looking pretty bare for Lincoln, I must admit. 5:47 left to go in this ball game. Well, how has Tyler Tremaine performed in his first game since De La Salle, Aden?
Well, early he was struggling with that. It's not non-throwing shoulder, but with the jitters and coming off, not playing for 3 weeks. He's overthrowing a lot. But since then, he's really calmed down. The running game got going, took a little pressure off him, and he's been really good, making a lot of good decisions, getting the ball out in the flats and knowing when to take that deep shot.
Tyler Tremaine, the senior quarterback for this Folsom offense. So it's going to be 4th down and 4 for Lincoln. I think they're going to punt it away. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Here we go.
4th and 4. This one is really the game on the line. If there is any hope left, runs to up the middle and stuffed there. Absolutely blown up for a loss of yardage there. And this game is over.
Coleman got stuffed just like Aden is stuffing popcorn in his mouth. What happens on Game Mike stays on Game Mike. 5:31 to go in the ball game.
Just being honest, this popcorn's really good.
So 5:31 to go in the ball game, and Folsom gonna come back out onto the field. There's Tremaine. Well, I'm not sure I'll ever be announcing or watching a game with this dense of fog. This is really a sight to see.
Seriously, a historic night for our crew at least. A playoff game, everything on the line, a good game really until it got blown open in the third quarter, and historic conditions, low visibility. It really made for a great atmosphere on both sides of the ball here, and I really appreciate the opportunity to take my first opportunity as a color commentator, and I'm looking forward to basketball season.
Aden has done a phenomenal job tonight as color analyst. Happy to bring him in. Looking forward to doing more games with you, partner.
For sure. Oh, that snap there in the backfield.
That is a
hit.
Big hit.
Questionable unnecessary roughness, but no call there. He was still upright, not going anywhere, but upright, and that was number 3, which is Tristan Quintana there with the stop.
Lost 25 on that play.
Well, if you're listening as a broadcaster from another school, please feel free to reach out to me at Nicholas-Horning on Twitter or at Nico_Horning on Instagram. I'd love to connect with you, and we'll go from there. Truly grateful to have all of the broadcasting gear, materials, and setup that we have right now at Oak Ridge High School. It's been fun this year, and even got to announce a few games last year during the COVID season when there were no fans, so that was definitely fun. We had over 1,500 viewers during the Folsom and Oak Ridge game on NFHS.
With about 4 minutes left, we're going to try and get you an update on that Rockland game. Remember, at halftime, it was a 28-0 lead for Rockland there, the 1 seed. And I expect nothing less. There.
For a bunch of content, graphics, and interviews, please go check out Creativity by Luke on Instagram. The man himself, Luke Stewart, updating that page frequently with all of the stuff doing in the sports broadcasting club as this game is winding down under 4 minutes to go. So we're actually going to bring Luke back in the call right now, and we had a thriller of a volleyball game last night against the Foothill Falcons. Oak Ridge falling down 2-1, coming back to win 3-2. And man, was that fun, Luke. Luke is having some technical difficulties right now. We'll hear from him soon.
Let's get to that other side. As this game winds down, so does the sorry, let me restart. As this game winds down, the weather continues to ramp up as this fog is creeping more and more onto the field here. It's getting difficult visibility-wise. I mean, I can't see past the 50-yard line. Scoreboard barely illuminated. Once again, 31-14 with 3:46 left.
So we're going to bring in Steve from Game Mike. Steve, take it away.
What's up, fellas? Good job. Are you able to hear me?
We can hear you perfectly.
All right, just a couple scores for you. Monterey Trail knocked off Granite Bay. You got...
Yeah, that was my favorite. Okay.
Yeah, you got Casa Roble upsets Union Mine on the road. Vista del Lago beat Placer. See, Oakdale smoked Roseville 40-0. Vanden 61-0 over Dixon. Rockland 42-0 over Sheldon. Ripon over Pioneer. And Lincoln, the Zebras, knocked off Christian Brothers. Manteca smoked Sac High. And Escalon with the win over Woodland. Antelope beats Whitney by 6. So just a few scores for you guys. Good job tonight. And we'll catch up with you later.
Thank you, Steve. Really quickly, any thoughts on the Del Oro Jesuit game tomorrow afternoon?
I just can't see with the way Jesuit's playing right now. I could see Jesuit ending up to the section finals or getting to the semifinals, and I think they roll easy tomorrow over Del Oro.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you, Steve.
All right. Good luck tomorrow calling that volleyball game, and good luck to the Trojans representing the Sac Joaquin section.
For sure. Awesome stuff. From Steve, thank you for the score updates. As this game is winding down, we're approaching the 3-minute mark. Feels like we've been in that 3-minute range for about 10 minutes here, Aden.
Yeah, both sides are still trying, but we have a play running left side here.
We can't see it.
We came down we're migrating towards the other side of the field, and so we're on the opposite goalpost, but intercepted Folsom there, so they'll take possession in their own half once again, and this game's over. Best wishes to Lincoln and the way they played. They came out strong, but Folsom takes this win as they lead 37-14.
This one is definitely over, and it's one for the books. So 37-14, Folsom.
Kick is good.
And it'll be a 38-14 ball game with that kick. I couldn't even see him kicking. I didn't even know they were kicking. You can't see that far down the field.
Well, not much to say here. We'll wait for this game to wind down. It's been entertaining. So we go over some NFL matchups this weekend. As the band of the PA plays, we'll try and get you some NFL matchups here. So, some interesting opening games. The Titans, without their lead running back, Derrick Henry, will play the New Orleans Saints. Titans unfazed. I mean, certainly feeling it, but not too terribly, as they won last week without their running back, Derrick Henry. Another matchup coming down here. Eagles, Broncos, 3-6, 5-4. I know Nico's a big Broncos fan, so I had to shout it out. Broncos, despite trading away Von Miller, seemed like one of the best defenses in the league. They showed it last week. How do you feel about that game?
You know, Denver looked promising last week. However, Dallas was absolutely miserable. So I think it's going to be a good one between Philly and Denver this week, especially being at Mile High Stadium. Always electric there. And I got to say it, that previous pass was incomplete.
Okay, last game we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about this is a divisional matchup on Sunday night. Chiefs Raiders. Chiefs are 5-4, but in my humble opinion, they've been kind of bailed out of some of these games. And the Raiders started off so hot, but they've been a mess. It's been 4 days, nothing's gone wrong, and people still can't believe it. I mean, prayers go out to the family of the incident and with everything going on, but Raiders struggling right now. Who do you take in that game, Chiefs Raiders?
I'm going to go Kansas City on the road, gets the W.
Okay. And I guess we can go over Monday night's game, which is Rams 49ers. Rams trading for Von Miller. There we go. And they've been looking dominant. I mean, if you can't draft them, buy them, right? And they seem like a somewhat early favorite in a league with tons of parity. Who are you taking over a semi-beaten up 49ers team?
I am taking the Rams on the road once again.
Okay. Cool. So that's some of the key games this week.
Speaking of the Rams, they just added OBJ.
That is true. I saw that signing. Kind of surprised me, and I do worry about him getting into their offenses, a short pass offense, and they look to throw. We had a number of receivers from previous years saying that they didn't like playing with the team because the number of touches they got. And I worry about OBJ, a guy who's touch heavy, going into a LA team, but with that much talent and the payroll they have, and you know, that's definitely going to be a great addition, no matter how often he is on the field. And I'm excited for him. Yeah.
So there's your NFL coverage for tonight, brought to you by Aden Polley.
Coleman picks up 1, brings up 4th and 3.
So if this score holds true, the Bulldogs will defeat Lincoln 38-14, 1:40 on the clock.
Hey, you know, I just realized I'm not aware of this. There are 3 Tremaine brothers all on the same team running quarterback. and Tyler, kicker, and Josh, and Jake is the linebacker here.
It results in a turnover on downs.
He's a kicker in the defense.
Bulldogs take over 1st and 10.
Yeah. No, obviously a football family led by Tyler has just been great this year. I think that's really cool, and hopefully we can get a chance to talk to one of them after this game.
Jermaine takes a knee.
So
Clock continues to wind.
Folsom offense on the field, and they're going to knee this one out. So we're going to see if we can get a little interview here post-game. So we are officially under a minute to go, and Folsom will be advancing
Jermaine takes another knee.
to the third round of the San Joaquin sections.
Reminder, the Bulldogs move on to next week's semifinals. They play the winner of Jesuit versus Del Oro. Location to be determined depending on the outcome of tomorrow's game. Jesuit wins, the Bulldogs will travel to Carmichael next Saturday as Jermaine takes another knee. If Del Oro wins, we'll be back here next Friday night. And that is a wrap.
So as you just heard over the PA,
Your Bulldogs win their opening
Folsom will take on the winner of tomorrow's matinee, Del Oro and Jesuit. Thank you all for joining us tonight on Game Mike. It's been a pleasure.
Having you here.
Nico Horning and Aden Polley
As you leave,
with the call.
remember to drive safely.
Stay tuned for a possible post-game interview. We'll try and get one here.
As they continue in the playoffs.
And Folsom with a fairly dominant performance tonight.
To be determined. You can stay up to date on Max Preps and Zach B with the outcome of tomorrow's game. To know where the Bulldogs will play next week again. We thank you so very much.
So we're going to send it to a couple-minute game break, and we'll be back.
Drive safe.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions. Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic. No experience needed, but it can be gained.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions. Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic, no experience needed, but it can be gained.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions. Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@next.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Are you nervous about getting on the game mic? That's okay. It's as easy as talking on the phone. Anyone can do it. Or are you that person who always thought you would be a good sports broadcaster? Like every time you say something, the announcer says it right after you? Well, now's your time to shine. What about those aspiring journalists out there? Get out ahead and build up that resume. Game mic, no experience needed, but it can be gained.
So the Folsom Bulldogs come out on top tonight, and they're in their team huddle post game.
See no position number. He's just keeping him on board.
Take it to Tori. Hey, can we do a little post-game interview real quick? Sure. All right. Tori, right? That's all right. We are here with Teray Hendrick, the Folsom running back. Teray, talking about the game tonight in this fog.
Oh, it was crazy. It was a good experience. Great team atmosphere.
I bet you've never played in anything like this. I mean, how tough was it to see the ball downfield?
Oh, it was crazy. It was just wild. It was crazy to see the ball downfield and just run hard. Get the most yards that I can.
So, dominant performance tonight from you. Great job. You guys will be taking on Del Oro
or Jesuit tomorrow. Are you going to be watching that one and staying tuned? I'll be locked into it. Staying tuned. Just getting ready, resting for next week.
And then what did you guys work on in practice this week leading up to this ball game against Lincoln?
Just teamwork. Just worked on teamwork. I love it. Staying together.
Great stuff there from Toure Hendrick. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.
See you.
All right. We're live on Game Mic. That was Toure Hendrick.
Let's go. Come on. No, where is it?
Parents, do you have a ball player who needs work on their speed, agility, or both? Bring them down to Next Level Academy in El Dorado Hills. Join our speed school sessions every Monday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more details, email info@nextlevel916.com.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
Maybe not. Hey, China? It's right there. Let's go. Yeah. Why not?
It's already talking to somebody.
It's fine, bro. It's fine. We can vote.
Everyone else.
Yeah, we can vote. Let's talk about the Arizona committee.
You see your mother? She's over there.
I got my numbers right? Yeah, 13. I'm just looking for the hair.
David, are you going?
I'm getting right when I get
He probably went in.
And so we get China?
We might be wrapping things up here from Folsom High School.
I'm done.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
Well, no. I have a question.
Let's do it.
What's up? Hi. Are we going or do I have to put? Oh yeah, we're going. Okay, how's it feel for your first win?
Not first win,
but playoff win.
Yeah, it's incredible. You can't really describe it. This is the first one for our team. It's awesome.
Yeah. And you just committed to Arizona, right?
No, I did not.
Oh no?
No, I don't have any offers.
Shoot. I'm sorry. Man. Anyway, I don't do interviews, man. You're an interview guy.
We're here with Tyler Tremaine, the quarterback. Great performance tonight.
Thank you.
How was it playing in this fog? I mean, very different atmosphere than most games.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you can't see people running. You don't know where the ball's going. It's never experienced anything like it before.
Did you have any passes tonight where you had doubt in your mind about a long, deep threat in this fog?
I mean, like, if you take this fog away, it's a different game. We're completing go routes and everything. Like, right now, you just can't see anything out here.
And then, what did you guys work on this week in practice leading up to this victory tonight?
Yeah, just lots of repetition. I mean, we had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, so we're just making sure everything was crisp and ready to go.
And then, how's your shoulder feeling? You know, first game since De La Salle, you were knocked out in that one.
Yeah.
How did it feel to get it back on the field tonight?
It felt great. I was a little hesitant at first, but after that first hit, I was fine. I knew I was good.
Great performance. Thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right.
What's your name?
Nico. We're from Oak Ridge, and then we're doing a live on Game Mic. So it's a radio broadcast app.
From Oak Ridge. Are you guys students?
Yeah. So we're seniors. We have our own broadcasting team over there.
That's awesome.
And we're branching out and doing this as well. So we've done every sport, all the football games, obviously.
That's awesome. Good for you guys.
Volleyball, whatever else. So yeah.
All right.
Good luck the rest of the way. Yeah. Keep enjoying you. Yeah. All right. Nice to meet you.
Dude, don't put me in a spot like that.
Aden, Polley, with the attempted interview there.
No, I failed it. Do not put me on the spot. If I'm taking an interview, I gotta have it planned out from the beginning. I had no idea what to ask.
You can't do it on the fly like I do?
No, you're so good at it. No. But it was good to talk to him.
Yeah.
He had a good perspective on everything, and
super nice guy, Tyler Tremaine. Glad we got that one in.
Yeah.
And we are going to wrap it up here from Folsom High School. Finally, I can say, Aden, it's been a pleasure tonight.
Yeah, super fun. Good introduction to the broadcasting, and I'm looking forward to everything that's coming up. And I had a lot of fun tonight.
Folks, thanks for tuning in tonight. We will be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. for our women's varsity volleyball game against Los Gatos at 6 o'clock. Tune in, NFHS Network. If not, we hope you're at the game. We'll see you then, and good night from Folsom High School.
So I'm over this way.